Scorpio, it's Lori with the LampLighter. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing a love reading for Scorpio today, the collective energy of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And as you know, the sign of Scorpio has many, many timelines, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You should know pretty quickly. This is a pretty specific story, and you'll know pretty quickly if it's yours. Normally I shuffle on camera and let you see that process, but I didn't have my camera. I got started and I realized my camera wasn't working, wasn't on. But I looked at the cards and I thought, no, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. This was what Spirit wanted you to see today, so I'm going to move forward with this, and you'll see plenty of shuffling in the clarification. So I'm doing this today on September 2nd, which is the full moon in Pisces. As you know, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, so it's a very emotional full moon. You're going to see some emotions coming up today. I think we're all going to be in our feels today. But for you, Scorpio, you really need to lean into your deep emotions and really focus on the positive emotions, joy and happiness and inspiration. I think if you focus on your creativity today, whatever that may be, music, art, whatever you love and brings you inspiration, focus on that today and the next few days to channel those really good emotions. I think that'll be great for you. So let's get started. I started with 3 of your oracle cards here, and then I did a 9-card spread with the tarot. So let's start with your oracle cards, which were pretty nice, I have to say. So what we started with was flexibility, soulmates, and loyal heart. So basically, the message today and the theme of the reading today is you need to be flexible and you need to cooperate. Don't be rigid in what your expectations are. Be open and flexible and work together with somebody. And your soulmate likely is going to be on your mind, if not in your life already. And it's just important to know that you both have loyal hearts, that whatever's going on with this soulmate, you have loyal hearts. There's a deep, abiding love between you, okay? I hope you can see these. These are the cards that were on the bottom of the deck. So these are the energy cards. I'm going to have to pull them up because they've already been laid down. And so what we have, the first card that came out was the moon. And that's major arcana for not being able to see very clearly and feeling a little bit lost about the way forward. And not just lost, but frankly fearful about the way forward. There's things that are hidden from you. There's information that's missing. And you're a little bit anxious about it and fearful. And you would have to operate under the moon, which is sort of in secret. And I'm not sure that that's something that you want to do. But you do want to work on something. There's something you want to work on, but you're being quiet right now. You're not communicating with anybody. You're pretty isolated and you're healing. You're healing from something. So let's see if we can't hone in on what that is. Okay, so the first cards that I pulled were this top row. Okay, see that soulmate card. Soulmate. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is about the truth, clarity, understanding a situation. You can see the light of the divine going into the spiraling staircase of the brain. So I like to see this, especially if the moon is anywhere in town, because it just helps. And then we've got the Page of Swords, air energy. Both of these are really intense air energy. And so there's a truth that was communicated, because this is a communication sword. So this person wanted their truth to be known. And they had an idea of how to do that. And it looks like there was a communication about the truth. And then the last card is the Lovers, which is the major arcana for soulmates. So again, air energy. This is the card of Gemini. So there's air, air, air. So I'm going to bet this is your counterparty and you've got an air sign soulmate. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? This is the Gemini card. This is the Gemini card. And this is the Libra card. So you're really between Gemini and Libra, okay? And then this is your energy. So you're in the High Priestess, which is, again, quiet, 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 quiet. This is no talking. You are not talking. And your main focus is justice, to balance the karmic scales and to do the right thing. That's the number one thing on your mind. And that is about a relationship, about a Two of Cups. So this is a partnership, relationship, love relationship with somebody, okay? Could be the soulmate, that you're being quiet about the fact that you have that relationship, but we'll have to clarify. And then in the bottom row, we've got the King of Swords, which is a king who is not in his emotions at all. He's just operating out of his intellect, but he's fair and he's clear about what's happening, right? And then we have death and rebirth, which is the Scorpio card. So here's your card, Scorpio. So this is you. This is your energy here. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is moving to smoother waters. You've had a transformation, right? And you want to move something to smoother waters, okay? You want to get something, and you want to do right by something here. And sort of interesting. So you're healing, and you're very quiet, and you're not really clear yet about some things. Or it says that actually you're clear because you're operating in the King of Swords. So, you know, unless that's somebody else in your life, this can be an Aquarius that you're actually moving away from through the death process. Not sure. Let's see what we got. Ooh, flipped right out and fell on the floor. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Wands on the Ace of Swords. So it looks like somebody came rushing in with some truth, and they were feeling extremely passionate about this truth, and they had to get this truth out. A very masculine card. So I'm not sure why your counterparty rushed in with their truth like that, but I think they felt like there was a time limit, like they needed to. And then we've got the Hangman. So they're waiting. They came in with their truth, rushed in with passion, and ever since then they've just been waiting. Waiting. Let's see what this Page of Swords is about. It could be waiting and watching. Oh my goodness. So, yes, they're very clear that you're their soulmate, and that's probably what they told you. Yeah, there you are, Scorpio. There you are. So, it's all about a pretty deep love for you. Wow, that's nice. I don't know why they're in the Hangman. We'll find out. Let's see what this Lovers wants to tell us. Wow, we got the Lovers on the Lovers. So you are both each other's soulmate. This is intense up here. This person is lovey loves you. That's all I have to say. It looks like you care about them as well, because double soulmates. I mean, double lovers. The Lovers card is a really cool card. This is the Ritter-Waite, the original tarot, and what you see here is you've got the divine watching over the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So this is the divine partnership. Whether you're together or not, doesn't matter. This person has been in your soul for your entire life. And whether you recognize who they are or not yet isn't what matters. But what matters in this card is the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the way that triune relationship with spirit works when you're in a divine partnership is the female, the divine female, looks to the divine for inspiration, and the male looks towards the female to move forward. So you've got the feminine energy of receiving from the divine and the masculine energy of moving forward and executing whatever the inspiration he gets from the divine. Now this can also be in you, because we all have divine feminine aspects of our personality. So there's a very deep connection, either in your masculine feminine inside you or with a soulmate. It looks pretty much like it's a soulmate because this is you here. This is a partnership. But I will tell you that double soulmates is pretty interesting. I've never seen that. And then we've got soulmate over here in your oracle cards. So we are talking about soulmates, and this soulmate is on your mind today. Today is like I said, the full moon in Pisces. So I think in the month of September, you're going to have a lot of, an awful lot of thinking about this soulmate. So let's look at your energy, the High Priestess, which is, knowing, not talking, not sharing, but having an inner knowing. She's like the counterparty to the High Priest, and she has there's a more spiritual, esoteric type of relationship. So you're receiving inputs from the divine. You can see her eyes are closed, but there's eyeballs superimposed. I don't know if you can see that, superimposed. So she can see, he, she, doesn't matter. Sex is not, gender, pardon me, is not valid in general readings. There's too many people we're reading for. So this can be, it's just the energy, remember. So this is somebody who's receiving downloads, is beginning to understand something, but isn't talking about it, keeping their own counsel right now. But they have a deep knowing about something. And so what we have here is we have this person, we've got the Four of Swords and the Judgment card. So Judgment is when you've got the angel Gabriel, who is, you can see this cross here, and he's calling these soulmates together to heal. This is the healing card, okay? And either it looks like there has been some healing because it's in reverse, or there's no healing done, but it looks like there's some healing, and because the divine is working with you, and the divine is calling you to bring something back, basically, to heal something and do something again, okay? And come out of your quiet non-talk, and there's a lot of healing here, healing and healing over here. So you need to focus on healing and making a decision, okay? And then now we have the Justice card. What is the Justice Spirit? What does the Justice card have to tell us today? Wow, the Sun. The Sun is like my favorite card in the tarot. It's illuminating everything that's dark and unknown. And it's just transparency, freedom, happiness, joy, all of those things. And it's really about growth, very much about growth. Okay, so that is what's just and right. Let's see if we can get any more about that Justice card. What is it that we want to grow? Wow, cards are sticky. And we've got the King of Swords again. So the King of Swords actually can be Gemini card or air. So either you've become very clear. This is your energy. Okay, so this is you. You've become very clear about this. You know what to do. You know what's right. You now are no longer in the moon energy. You see it. And then again, this is the king that is clear. They see everything. They understand the situation. And they operate from that place. So you're ready to make this judgment, is basically what I'm saying. You're ready in the month of September to make this judgment about this relationship or another relationship, whatever. You're ready. You're ready to heal whatever relationship. And there's a lot of strength here. So we've got the Strength card on the Two of Cups. So there's been some holding back, okay? There's been some holding back, and Hangman. Yeah, your counterparty's in the Hangman, because you held back. You needed to control your emotions. You didn't feel like you had control, so you used your strength to hold back. Okay, let's see what else we have. So it appears to me that your counterparty is, they brought forth their truth, but it appears you didn't. And then the next card is the Nine of Pentacles, which is pretty much a single, abundant person. And you either this is your counterparty, they're very single and abundant, and you resisted that, or you decided you weren't going to talk to them until you were abundant and single, if that makes any sense. Maybe you weren't single at the time. Maybe you were going through a breakup and there was some money problems, and you wanted to hold back on any kind of decision until you felt you were both available, free, and in a position to move forward, which makes sense to me. Yeah. So here we are, King of Swords, very clear about what you want to do. You're in your King of Pentacles now, so you're in a very practical sort of, you've looked at this from the intellectual. I don't see a lot of heart. I see a lot of heart up here in your counterparty, but not a lot of heart yet in your, well, here's a cup right here, but you're operating in the Pentacles. You're in the practical. You want to bring a practical offer to this person that you love. And here's your very small gesture of love. It's an apology, really, for taking so long, I'm assuming. Because somebody just didn't know. From this moon card, somebody had no idea what was going on. But I think there was a lot of healing that needed to happen. I believe that this is a divine relationship. And divine relationships, divine partnerships are pretty much, they go the way they're supposed to go. So you're now wanting to offer something practical, but there is a heartfelt apology here. Let's see. Let's see what this death rebirth is. Spirit, please tell us what this death rebirth is. Page of Swords. Getting new information. Let's carry on. That's not really enough for me to know. Burden. Something's a burden for you, Scorpio. Something you needed to end so that you could have this rebirth. And you've been kind of waiting and observing, but to end this is really difficult for you. It's a burden. So I'm not sure if you've been through this transformation yet. Yeah, Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. So, wow. Okay, well, it is what it is. So this is the High Priest, which is it's marriage. There's some sort of marriage here that you ended or need to end, and it's hard for you. It's a burden. You're not ending it for this soulmate. That's not this is something you've been wanting to do for a long time. It's just hard. Something, yeah, it's just a burden. It's a burden. But you are ending it. Whatever this prior relationship was, this prior commitment, doesn't mean it's a marriage. It can be a girlfriend, but there's somebody, and you balanced doing it for a long time. You had a hard time making the decision. This is you balancing your energy, trying to make that decision. But, and that may be why your soulmate's been in the hangman all this time, waiting to hear anything from you. So 6 of Swords, which is moving to a better situation, and it looks like you want to rush in and do that now. We've got the Knight of Swords here, which is ready to take action and move away from something or towards something. Something that you've held on to for a long time, and it's been quite a challenge. You've really held on. It's been a war for you to hold on to this. It's been, this is like your last attempt, your last sort of hurrah to get this thing moving in the right direction. And that may be what the flexibility is about. You really had you held on to it, and it's been hard. And here we have the soulmate card again. So this is a divine partnership. Definitely is. We've got the soulmate card, and we've got the divine now here working with the both of you to balance this energy here. And one foot in emotions, one foot on the ground, solidly on the ground. And this is the angel, the divine, trying to balance these emotions for you guys. And this is your soulmate. You're trying to balance. You want to bring this soulmate. This is also the second chance, okay? This is the card of second chances. So is this judgment. So you want a second chance with this soulmate. And it's been really hard to get here. And you've hung on to them for a minute, right? You have held on to them for quite some time. Now you want to move this forward. And this is sort of where we're leaving off, you want to move it forward, you're trying to balance yourself to move it forward. So I think we need to get some other energies in here, because it's just telling us basically that this is a loyal person, loves you deeply. You've sort of held off going towards this person and making a judgment about this. You've been very quiet, and you're now pretty clear about what you want. And that's taken some time. So I'm going to pull some of these yin yang oracles. So these are basically energies that will tell us where you're at, what's going on with you, Scorpio. Okay, hold on a minute, and let's see if we can pull some of these out. Stability, harmony, flow. Okay, you're trying to get stable. Remember, I said you were holding back on this relationship until you had some stability. You may be newly single, and you just need you need a minute. You need some time. But you've been very quiet about the difficulty you went through with whatever that other relationship was. And you've been very quiet about how you feel here. You haven't shared your truth yet. So you're working on getting in a position to do that. Isn't this something? Oh God, Scorpio. So we've got truth, expression, telling somebody the truth. Because you've had a mask on. This is the facade. You've been wearing a mask with this person. You haven't shown them your true self. And you're about ready. Once you get stable, you're going to tell them your truth. They've told you theirs. You're going to tell them your truth. Okay? So that's where you are. You're stabilizing yourself. You're open, flexible, but you have a soulmate relationship, and I think that person's very loyal to you, and it looks like you're loyal to them, and you're getting ready in September. You're doing a lot of contemplating and thinking about it and healing yourself, because it looks like you ended a very difficult relationship, which is separate from this. I mean, you know, yeah, you've got some decisions to make. You've got two roads, right? So that's what September's about, making the decision about what road you're going to go down. Okay? Let's see. I've got these. I just want to get a couple of things that you would say to this soulmate, because you're the one holding back. They've made it clear. Look at this first card I get. I'm sorry I held myself back with you. First card out. You are irreplaceable. That's interesting. Okay, those are two from the bottom. So that's what this is about. They've held themselves back. They're going to get ready to tell you the truth. And then some decisions need to be made. Okay? Let's get a couple of more things you want to say to your soulmate, your loyal soulmate. It really was me, not you. That's honorable. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. I will make things right between us one day. You still take my breath away. So these are the things you're telling your soulmate. That's beautiful. All right, Scorpio. Let me just get a couple of romance angels here and see if I can get a little bit more guidance for you as you're making these decisions over September and healing from a very difficult separation here. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I think that's about this difficult decision here that you made. That was unrequited love. That's this feeling I'm getting. Otherwise, no, yeah. So you were in a situation where you couldn't keep it going anymore. See? Yeah. Release your ex. Okay. So your ex, it's unrequited. There's not enough attraction and chemistry to keep this relationship going. The time has come to clear your energy. You need to clear this. I saw this here. There's a marriage here, or you're going through a major change right now, Scorpio, and it's been painful. And you need to know that you're just doing what you need to do. It has nothing to do with your soulmate. Just release your ex because you're needing to heal. You need to heal from that. Whatever happened, I don't know. It looked like you just, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So you need to get positive. You remember I said in the beginning that this full moon, I wanted you to focus on your positive emotions, things that would bring you joy. Like, see how she's smelling these flowers and enjoying things that she loves? That's what you need to do. You need some self-care, Scorpio. Okay? You've been through the mill, I can tell. The underlying energy here is difficult. And the last message from Spirit is you deserve love. You are lovable. You deserve love. The steps you're taking to get to your soulmate are in your best interest. This is a divine relationship, and Spirit's working with you. They're giving you influence and information here with this High Priestess. So there you go. You deserve love. And one more from the angel. I'm sorry, I just want you to have some guidance. It's difficult. I see this. I mean, maybe I'm not expressing it in here, but you've been through it. You've been through it. But you have somebody who loves you very much waiting for you, for you to, and they're waiting, patiently waiting. Okay? So you take care of what you need to take care of, because you have somebody that loves you on the other side of all this pain that you seem to be going through. Okay? All right, here's your messages. Spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. That's beautiful. That is from your angels. And then you got two. And then this is claircognizance. So you probably are in a spiritual relationship with this soulmate. I should have mentioned that. This is in the 5D, okay? So this is not out of a vacuum. There's a 5D relationship. There's a spiritual connection here. So claircognizance. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are your answered prayers. Wow. So you have some skills to communicate with Spirit. That's beautiful, Scorpio. Okay, that's your reading, Scorpio, for September. I hope that it resonated, and I hope that it gave you some comfort and some guidance. So until next month, love and light.